Welcome to another one of my videos. This is configuring Hyper-V server. All the servers out there, the physical base servers, they aren't really doing that much. They're doing some good work. They have too much hardware, too much memory, and too much processing, much storage. Wouldn't it be nice if we could share out all the data with all the servers we had, so we can better reuse and imagine the reduction in heat and power for the machines we could configure. Hyper-V virtualization has a huge benefits for your business, from a cost saving, easy to manage, and the flexibility you will get from having a virtualized environment, and of course has gone much further just than setting up a couple of virtual hosts with some VMs in it. This would be a vCloud, your private cloud that starts software virtualization, the public cloud, all virtualized. This is how we would do it going forward. Hyper-V being one of the best virtualized platforms out there. Knowing how to use it and knowing how to configure VMs. Different ways you can manage your storage, get the best optimized action out of the mission critical to your business going forward. And it's going to give you a tremendous amount of flexibility. First, your responses that you will be available efficiently, much more effective than in the past. Your disaster recovery will increase, your availability be made easier, better. That's better for the business. To show you how to create a Hyper-V role. Go to manage, add roles and features, and then go next. Select the Hyper-V role, and this will add the Hyper-V module, Windows PowerShell, and add the Hyper-V, the GUI management tools. Then we go next. The first thing we get is we're going to require a network for the guest operating systems communicating on. So this is where we create our virtual switch. It's recommended having multiple NICs in your Hyper-V host. So we have normal network communications. Then you can isolate the virtual network traffic. In my case, I only have one, so that's the one I'm going to use. Now we get a page on virtual machine migrations. So the server will receive the live migrations. This can be adjusted later. So we're going to click next. The location where my guest operating systems are, component files, virtualized disk, everything we need for our virtualized computers. I have just done a restart of this server, and if you go to the tools and then you select where it says Hyper-V Manager, and then this will bring up the management part for the actual Hyper-V host and servers. If I select this here, we can connect to multiple servers and manage different servers from here. The servers we are going to use, it gives us a list of virtual machines. It's virtual machine, so we click on the new virtual machine. This brings up a wizard. We go next, and here we can actually name the virtual machine. You can call it a file server or a CQL server. I'm going to call this server 1. It's actually stored in the location. I'm going to keep the settings the same. Click next page. Now on this page is how much memory you want for your virtual machine. The server I'm going to have is going to be a small one. It's going to be 1024 megabytes. It seems really small for a server, but that would be a core box. I'm going to go next. On this page we're going to create a virtual hard disk. By default it's going to create a dynamic disk, and it can grow from 27 gig to the maximum of 64 terabyte. This is where you create a new disk here, or you may already have a virtual hard disk. Maybe you've moved a VHD to another box and creating a new definition for how to launch it. Here is the end of the wizard, and it decides where the operating system is going to be for the virtual machines. I can install it later, install it from a bootable image such as an ISO, or I can pixie boot it, the installation, I'm going to use an ISO for this installation. This is where the virtual machine is located. I'm going to start this virtual machine. You right click on it, start. Double clicked on the virtual machine and it's come up with the connection settings. This will go through the settings of the 2012 server. We haven't finished just yet, we need to actually set up some more configurations in the next video.